Hey guys, in this video we are going to study about the designing of a state machine for serial 2's complementer. So before going to the design, let me explain you the basic operation how 2's complement will work. So let us say if you are having two sequence, the first one is 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 and the second one is 0 1 0 0 1 1. So we need to find the 2's complement for these two sequences. So generally, how do you do it? I hope you know the shortcut method. Start from the left, wait until you reach the first one, retain these bits 0 and 1, and from here just complement the bits, that is 1 1 1 0 0. Similarly, for this example, start from the left, wait until you reach first one, retain the bit still here. Here there is only one bit, so we will just write 1 and complement the other bits, that is 0 1 1 0 1. This is the 2's complement. For suppose we are having another 0 0 here, so what will you do? You start from the left, that is 0 0, you wait until you reach the first one and retain all these bits 1 0 0 as it is, and from here complement the remaining bits 0 1 0 0 1. So it is 1 0 1 1 0. You just complemented the remaining bits. So this is basically a 2's complement. How 2's complement will work. Now we need to design a state machine for this 2's complementer. So let us see how to do it. Okay. So if you observe carefully, here we are having two states. Let me say SA and SP. The first state is till we reach first one. The second state is after reaching first one. See, basically by seeing the operation itself we can identify there are only two changes happening. The first one is before reaching the first one and the next change is after reaching the first one. So we are assuming there are two states. So is this point clear? Now moving forward, let us see the state SA, that is till we reach first one. So in this example here, let us say I am reaching first one here, right? That is 0 1. So this is my state A and this is my state B. After reaching the first one, I am dividing this. Good. So in state A, what will happen? If I am having the 0, I should get 0. If I am having 1, I should get output as 1. So basically we are retaining the values till we get first one. So in state A, we should retain the values. If we had 0, we should get 0. If we had 1, we should get 1. So this is the operation in state A. While coming to the state B, what should happen? We should complement the values. So whatever be the values, we should complement them 0 0 1 1 1, right? So this is the operation in state B. And let us say if we are in state A, now if we get a 0, if we are in state A, if we get a 0, we will still be remaining in state A, right? But from state A, if we get a 1, we will move to state B. If we get a 1, we will move to state B, but the output is still 1. This 1 will be coming here. Is this point clear? Next, if we reach state B, it will either 0 or 1 may be the input. It will stay at state B. Now, let us draw a state diagram for this. Now the points will be more clearer. So, present state, input, next state and output. Since there are only 2 states, 1 bit is enough for representation. So let me take 0 for SA and 1 for SP. Zero zero, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. Now present state is 0 and 0. I am taking these two things, 0 0, 0 and 0. So we are in SA. In SA, if we are having input as 0, we will stay in the SA itself, that is 0. But if we are having input as 1, we will go to the SP, that is 1. But while coming to the output, if input is 0, output will be 0. If input is 1, output is 1. So this is over. This is SA. Next, let us see SP. In SP, if input is 0, next state will be SP itself and output will be 1. If input is 1, next state will be SP itself and output is 0. It just complements the output, right? So let us try it. Next state is 1, 1, output is 1 and 0. So is this clear? This is our state table. This is very important. Now from here we need to design the digital system using D flip-flop. So basically the designing of state machine means at passage of the clock, your present state should become next state. Indirectly what I am telling is, if you see the operation of a D flip-flop, let me draw a square here. Yeah, we got it. If we see the operation of a D flip-flop, at the passage of the clock, whatever be the input present here, our output would mimic that. So this is the basic operation of D flip-flop. So according to this state diagram, our D input should be next state. So at the passage of the clock, our next state would be coming to our present state. So this is how we design state machines using a D flip-flop. Now let us see the logic here, next state logic. If you observe this table, this is nothing but OR between present state and input. Let me take input as X. So next state will be present state or input, which is X. And if you see the output, it is 0 1 1 0, that is exclusively OR gate. So output will be present state XOR X. Now we can draw them directly. So if this is our present state, our next state will be, this is my input X, XOR present state. and my output will be present state XOR X. This is XOR gate, and let me take my input, and this is present state. So this is the 2's complementer digital design using D flip-flop. So what are the steps we followed? First we analyze the operation, and next we wrote the state table, and from there we identified state equations, and from here we design using D flip-flop. So these are the basic steps anyone should follow for designing a digital system. So meet you with next problem. Thank you. Bye bye.